ISPT's initial brief for the Wintergarden facade was to create something which is iconic within the marketplace. We wanted to address the building and give it a connection between the different street frontages, and also to remove the unsightliness of the car parks. When we first saw the portfolio of Studio 505s, we were all gobsmacked with what they were doing, and felt that that cutting edge architecture that they were doing was something that we needed on the project.
And when we got the project at the beginning, we really called out to ourselves, this can't just be a picture, it's got to have some density and some mystery. You have to be able to stand next to somebody and your brains choose different patterns inside it to say, it's a fish, no, it's a flower, no, it's a bird.
Wintergarden itself had always had plants trailing down the outside of the building, but with water restrictions they'd been removed over the previous years. So to create an image on the facade which was both interactive at night as well as having a dimension that was changing during the day was very important to us.
And so we had this idea to build this screen using the knowledge that we had from some of these things, to create in there a Wintergarden, like a panoply of worlds that might exist inside that. We built a full-scale prototype. The process of manufacturing that prototype revealed for us a whole raft of things we never would have known would have existed. So we had, for example, there's a lot of water jet cutting and laser cutting, material selection, material science going into what kind of material is it, how are we making it, what is its cutting profile, what's the matrix of supply, These things we were able, through the process of the prototype, to work not just with the man who's the guy who runs the cutting machine, but with the man who makes the cutting machine. Making a screen that's able to be designed around an experiential mode rather than necessarily instantly understanding it as just an object in space, but seeing it as an object to be experienced over time. So it's very much about trying to bring a single identity to a relatively disparate bunch of buildings on behalf of the Wintergarden, to also show that this site actually contributes to the perception of the permeability of the city, so that you say, oh wow, this bit and this bit are connected, I can go, it's not a dumb city block, I'm actually able to navigate my way through this space. The screen's got two levels of realisation. The first is the sheer physical cut matter of it, and the second is the content that we program into it through the lighting, because that lighting at night is almost the second half of this project. I think ISPT are an excellent client to have realised that they need to invest not just in the bricks and mortar of their buildings, but in the culture of the communities that surround and support the bricks and mortar.
The design that Studio 505 has come up with, I think, is truly different from what we see in other buildings, whether that's in Brisbane, Australia or internationally.